Welcome back to BCFM, the Beyond Coruscant podcast. Thank you for joining us. You're live, as always, with Cooper and Jack. We're very, very excited to have you here on another installment of the podcast. Thank you for joining us. If you're listening on our podcast platforms, thank you for checking us out. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure to give the video a like. We're very, we keep saying we're so close to 1K subs, but we really are. So help us out. Help us get there. We've got a plan for a 1K special. We want to show our thanks to you guys because we know we're this close.
Yeah,
so close.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Today we're going to talk a little Star Wars because there's been some interesting news that's coming out of the galaxy far, far away.
Mm-hmm.
We'll discuss the fourth Doomsday trailer that leaked. Actually, it's officially online now, and maybe what other teasers we could expect. And then we're also going to do a little game based off the Escape Pod podcast. They did a little game last year. They did it this year. We're gonna do our own version of that. So, what do you want to start with? Star Wars, Avengers.
Let's do Star Wars. Let's keep it to our roots.
All right. Well, would you like to introduce the first bit of news because I feel like that's more your taste?
Yeah, it's a bigger one. I'm assuming it's the one with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So it came out the other day that for some reason Tom Cruise randomly was flying somewhere, parked his helicopter, and then got in the mud and grabbed Sean Levy's camera and then shot a half water lightsaber battle for the new Starfighter movie with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
So to some people, that might be like, okay, so like lightsaber battles, Star Wars, and Tom Cruise. I guess that's a bit weird. But for us, it's more like, well, there was no confirmation that there was going to be any lightsaber battles in this movie, or even I don't want to say Jedi. But anyone that was a lightsaber wielder was even meant to be in here. So they've basically just come out and confirmed that they would be. So in a very weird way, one that I would thought would have a bigger kind of moment in like a teaser trailer or something, not really in a noticing. But then it did get me thinking, Cooper. It did get me thinking that the name of the movie is called Starfighter, right? And who typically flies Starfighters? And what is the most famous just name before the word Starfighter?
Death. What? What's before? Before Star or Starfighter?
Jedi Starfighters.
Oh, I thought you said what's before Star.
Oh no, no, I meant as in the actual whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
You always remembered Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. Are we gonna have Ryan Gosling be a Jedi in a Starfighter? I feel like it has to be the case now. And but my other question is, that means if there's a lightsaber battle, it's not just one, but there's two. There's always two to tango, I guess you can say.
Do you mean two lightsaber wielders?
Well, there has to. If you're not having a lightsaber battle, if there's only one lightsaber. So I
guess
if we're sort of confirming that Ryan Gosling's going to be not a Jedi, but at least have a lightsaber probably, then there is someone else that is also holding a lightsaber, or could be what's it called? What's the word? Beskar.
Spear. Yeah.
Dark spear, the spear and the dark saber.
Yeah.
One of the two. But I'm gonna say that it's going to be another lightsaber. So it is set post Rise of Skywalker, and it's not going to be. Well, they said it's not going to be what's the word? In university. It's going to be more like out of it. So who is he fighting? Or who is the other person with a lightsaber? Have we got any theories going? I have one that it could be Talon, which we are probably getting in the more Shadow Lord series. So is it going to be, because initially we all know that George's initial idea was to have Darth Maul be returning for, be the kind of the biggest Sith in the sequel trilogy and have his apprentice be Darth Talon, and then Talon would take over that mantle and be kind of that head honcho, I guess you could say. Is this kind of the way of doing it, but post sequel trilogy that we got now? Potentially? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. What is your thoughts on this, though?
Well, I think that my first thought when I heard it was and you said, oh yeah, but it's something they show in the trailer.
Yeah.
I can't get the picture of Jude Law out of my head
Too long. No.
from the bloody Skeleton Crew trailer
Where he,
and the lightsaber
yeah,
ignition, and
yeah.
I just feel like we're going down the same route. There's an oversaturation of Jedi, and I just am kind of I know Jude Law
He
technically
wasn't.
wasn't a Jedi,
He wasn't a Jedi.
but just I am excited because I obviously love lightsabers. I think they're the coolest
Hmm.
sci-fi weapon ever,
Yes, 100%.
even though they're not. I mean, yeah, they are weapons.
Hmm.
Um, but I guess maybe what I'm more nervous about is that this was in my head going to be just so detached from
That it
everything
wouldn't
else.
have the same elements.
Yeah. The only way this is redeemable for me, because
Hmm.
I'm kind of on the fence about it,
Yeah.
is if they introduce a lightsaber type that we haven't seen before.
Oh, okay. I like your
Like,
thinking here.
I always have this idea, it would be so impractical, and you just
Yeah.
gotta kind of take my word for it. But like a three speared lightsaber that kind of
Mhm.
goes out in three different directions. It's
Wait,
impractical,
wait.
but
As in like a trident or like it coming out from the sides?
like
Like Kylo's like flame things.
yes, but make the flame things go all the way out.
Oh, so like an actual like sword kind of cross
I
guard.
guess. Yeah. Well,
How cool would a lightsaber trident be though? With the
yeah,
three stakes and he's just like
that'd be great. Okay.
yeah,
All right. Well,
Aquaman
if
with
they
lightsabers.
introduce a lightsaber trident because they're doing water fight, I'm all in.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that properly. I did say that, and like they can basically mention that too, though. Like, how is that even going to happen with
Mm.
gravity and water and physics and
Um,
like,
mm,
wouldn't it? Isn't the hill like it's not electric based? Obviously, it's got the kyber crystal, but like, wouldn't it fry a lot of the stuff in it?
maybe, but we've seen lightsaber used in water before. In your favorite Clone Wars arc.
Well, yeah, Kit Fisto, the water war. I mean, true. They never really mention that now that I think about it. But when it's in animated form, I just kind of blow over the fact
Yeah,
of
yeah,
physics and everything.
yeah.
But yeah, obviously we did see also Kylo get hit with like a massive wave, and he had his lightsaber
It was
still.
fun. Yeah, yeah.
Well, didn't it just like crackle a bit, or like it kind of just it didn't deignite it, but it kind of
No,
just
no.
like
I don't think there
yeah,
was anything wrong with it.
I don't know. I thought there would be some cool element to it because
Yeah,
I don't know. It would have been cool to see like a different way that a lightsaber reacts
yeah,
in water, probably different
yeah.
than normal. But it would be different in terms of how they fight. If they're not like Kit Fisto, who
Yes,
literally can swim and do everything
yes.
like in normal pace and faster.
I'm also wondering if the new. I feel like maybe I don't know if we know who Mia Goth is playing yet, but I
We don't.
kind of wonder if maybe she's the villain. But also,
Yeah,
assuming the Rey movie's still going ahead,
which it
which
is.
at this
Apparently,
stage it is
Daisy
still going
also
ahead,
mentioned
and
again.
because it's still like Daisy Ridley is so excited about it,
Hmm.
is the villain from this film going to carry over into the new one?
But is this set? Well, we don't know. But that's the thing. We know it's
Well,
the Ray one set like after, and it's meant to be a bigger time jump, wasn't it?
yeah, yep,
Could.
it could.
Actually, that's a good question. Yeah,
It
maybe
could.
it builds up that villain of what's it called? Starfighter into a bit more of a more fleshed out one for the Ray movie. So they don't
Yeah,
have to focus on Ray's villain as much because we already had the
we already know
piece,
it.
which was
Yeah.
like the Thanos in Infinity War and Endgame kind of situation.
Hmm.
But also I forgot to mention, did you see that apparently what's his name's also in this movie? What's his name from was it him from Stranger Things? Is going to be in this movie? What's his name?
I don't know. I didn't watch Stranger Things. Is it the
I
Finn guy?
I think no, I think Joe Keery's meant to be in.
Joe Keery.
I think he was meant to.
Really?
Yeah, Steve. I think he was meant like he popped up next to me, got his photo in like I don't know if this is real or not,
God
but
damn, they're doing some like the boys sort of casting here with Supernatural, just like
yeah, there
everyone
was
from Supernatural's in the boys.
maybe it
Everyone
was
from
something
Stranger
else.
Things is in Star Wars in the new Star Wars movie.
Well, yeah, apparently also Marvel's eyeing Joe Keery for a role in the MCU, same as Dylan O'Brien. Like
Got to be an X-Men role, right?
they both got to be an X-Men role somehow. I don't know, maybe I was tripping. It was some other like there was some face in this in the cast. I was like, but no one's mentioned in that. Anyway,
Mm, mm.
but yeah, I mean, it is a small thing. It's a small tidbit, I guess you could say, but it does pose the idea of is this going to be a generic kind of Star Wars story again. And Sean Levy is directing it, and he also was involved in Stranger Things too. So that's why I'm also trying to connect the dots a bit. And he's also obviously Deadpool who and Wolverine and Deadpool in general, but Deadpool and Wolverine in particular, which was very cameo festy. Is he going to be good enough to do a Star Wars movie that doesn't rely on nostalgia baiting or that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
interesting.
I mean, unfortunately, Starfighter is still like a year away, a year and a
Oh
half
yeah,
away,
it's ridiculous. Which
which is
is
annoying.
it, I mean, I'm gonna forever hate that people didn't watch Han Solo. If people watched that Han Solo movie, we probably would be still getting periodic random spin-off movies. You know what I mean? Like for all we know, Andor could have been a trilogy of movies.
Oh
Who,
hell
who,
yes.
who
No, it
like
worked better in a series format.
it does.
Don't get me started on Andor. I won't stop talking about it.
Yeah, no. Anyway,
Um,
we probably should move on
yeah,
to
we've had this news before, so
yeah,
don't be too like surprised, and you probably
yeah.
won't be surprised. But this time it seems a bit more, there's a bit more meat on the bone, I suppose,
Mm,
as you might say. Dave
mm, mm.
Filoni is being eyed up as the new creative control head of creative
Head
at
creative division. Yeah.
Lucasfilm,
Hmm.
for Star Wars. Now,
Mm.
Jack and I have spoken about this on many occasions,
Yes,
but
even
I
before
feel
this.
like maybe we should rehash our
Yeah.
latest discussion.
Yeah.
Um, I would say you are more positive about it than I am.
Yes.
So maybe it would be prudent to start with a more positive start.
Yeah, look, there is a reason why I'm more positive, and Cooper will get into why he's not. But my theory or headspace of it is that who else? And I keep posing this to Cooper, and he can't give me an answer. And I'm waiting
Yeah.
for the day. I'm waiting for the
Yeah.
day Cooper to bring up a name, and I'm going to be like, yeah, okay, that's better. But my thought process is, who else could you pick aside from going back to George Lucas, who I think everyone would agree. Like, even if you don't agree with some of the things he did do when he was at the helm, I don't fault him because it's his literally baby. So you know what I mean? He does what he wants. I will support it, or not support it, but I will watch it, and I will either like it or I won't like his decision. But when it's someone else, and this is where a video idea that I'm not going to mention now, but that I brought up with Cooper and stuff too, which is why I get interested. If someone else does something in the franchise, people get angry. But if George was to do the exact same thing, would you have the same outcry? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it does pose that to me. And with what's it called? Dave Filoni being creative, potentially control. I do think it's good, but at the same time, he does often force his own favorite characters into things, especially Ahsoka. Which I love Ahsoka and everything, but he does have his own messages and stories that he likes to tell. And I wouldn't say it's like the same messages Disney initially liked to do. It's more just his own personal characters he likes. And that can be bad if he is the head creative. But I also brought up to Cooper that James Gunn, I never thought he would be a good role as a creative, kind of like a Kevin Feige. And I still not sure at all. I like him as a director, but I'm still not sold on him being a kind of the creative and kind of head of a whole franchise. And I don't know if Dave is going to be in the same boat where it's kind of like the guy can make good stuff, but is he better as more of his own like little team, his own little stories? How is he going to be if someone pitches a film that has none of his ideal characters in it and then just not give the go ahead because it's not what he wants?
Mhm.
And this is the issue. It's not, and this is why I think people had an issue with Kathleen Kennedy. It was more probably like what she wanted, and what she wanted was just completely far fetched from what more fans wanted. Where Dave has some people support no matter what, you know what I mean? And I think that's the difference. Dave has less hate, I think, on him
Trust.
compared, yeah, trust, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's like, but once again, if I think he's the best, it's because I don't know who else would be better, like apart from George himself, and he's obviously too
Mm.
old and he doesn't want to do it. So, like, I think it's positive for where we came from just prior. So that's my thoughts on that. Yes.
Yeah. I do agree with like a little bit of what you said.
Yeah.
I suppose my perspective on it, and I say it every time we talk
Mm.
about it, Dave Filoni is very good at one particular style of storytelling, in my opinion.
The Clone
And
Wars.
we've seen that in Clone Wars and we've seen that in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And I guess Mandalorian, it all just feels very run of the mill, very
It
safe.
is.
Yes, we
Mm.
go to different corners of the universe, but it all feels like the same storytelling. It doesn't
Hmm.
feel refreshing. And
Yep.
I know I said I literally wouldn't talk about Andor, but I'm going to right now.
Yep.
Andor, which Dave Filoni had nothing to do with, felt
Mm.
so different because it was just
Mm.
maybe the tone and the genre and maybe the characters as well.
Yep.
That was so different to what Dave does. And I just feel like
Mm.
now that he's in charge of it, not saying he won't let stuff like that
That's what
happen,
I'm saying. I think he might
but
greenlit that
it
kind of
will
stuff.
well, see, that's where I disagree. I feel like it would all be very similar. Like we'd get different pockets of the universe. Yeah, we're going to get Old Republic. Yeah, we're going to get High Republic, whatever. That's
Mm.
great. But it's going to feel the same. And that's where it's like this. We pose this question again. What is Star
Mm.
Wars? Well,
Mm.
now is Star Wars becoming so monotone
Mm.
that is the definitive way. And that's my only worry about it because we've just seen it time and time again. That is how Dave Filoni operates. Again, he's
Yeah.
very talented. He's very good at his job.
Mm.
But also, he, I think he's best when he puts all of his passion into one thing at a
At a
time.
time. Yeah.
If he is not in control of like a showrunner, and he's just creative
He
control,
might be better. I actually think he might
he
be
might
better.
be better. But
Mm.
that means he's putting his attention into multiple different things.
Yeah.
So I just feel like maybe the quality or like it's hard to say. We won't know until
Yeah.
he does it. But yeah, I look, I can't give you another
Yeah.
name. What about I was gonna say
Kevin
Bob
Feige
Iger.
himself.
I say Bob Iger. No. What if they bought in Kathleen Ken? No.
Well,
No. We won't do that.
but realistically,
J.J. Abrams. There you go.
oh, oof, no, that would be doing the everything he does looks the same and feels the same too, though.
What
Like
about Ryan
even more.
Johnson?
Just, I mean, Knives Out is a good kind of franchise, I guess you could say. But I think he's had his time. But
Okay.
to be fair, I do agree with what you say. But at the same time, if he stops making projects and just focuses on a confluent, like what's it called, a universe thing with set kind of acts and everything, and green lights projects that are within that, I think that's focusing his attention on one thing. Technically, it's multiple, but it's not him actually producing, directing it, and all
That's
that,
true.
and
That's true.
writing, especially writing. So he'll be getting other people's creative visions for his kind of shared idea. And I think that focuses him in more. And like I like to say, Andor came out with Kathleen under thing. She also a lot of these projects, right? And I'm not going to say Andor was a fluke, but I'm also going to say it is at the same time because realistically, everything we've got in Disney Star Wars has either been Andor, peak as hell, or hot garbage. There is no there
The
is
middle
no in
ground.
between. There is
Dave Filoni's the middle ground. That's
yeah, man, that's
Ahsoka.
what I'm trying to say. Like, there's been random things everywhere. It hasn't felt like you could say Dave has felt the same and pretty safe, but we've gotten like some really far-fetched, like not feeling like anything at all. You know what I mean? Like, so in that instance, I don't know if Andor was actually a fluke, and they were just like, you know what? We'll give them season one. We'll give them some money. You know, some people liked Rogue One, and then it became positive with the fans, and then it kind of then became good in the sense of like reception and stuff. But let's just say it had a bad reception of season one, we would have never had a season two, and I guarantee that. You know what I mean? Like they already cut it down already, a bigger like in what they want to do with seasons.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to say, I don't think Dave would hate that just because he doesn't shoot and do that kind of style. I don't think he disapproves of that. I think Kathleen would have more than Dave in that instance. So if Andor still happened in Kathleen's vision, I think it would happen in Dave's vision, and that's
Okay.
my take on it.
All right. All right.
Mm,
Well,
mm.
let us know what you think about this
Yes,
appointment. Again, it's not confirmed, but
it's
it's
very thick.
very through very good sources that it's
Yes.
gonna happen. Probably.
Hmm.
I don't know. Kathleen said she was gonna leave after Andor, and she's still here. So
Or she's already left and is just trying to
yeah,
be under wraps.
perhaps yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
I suppose the other little bit of Star Wars news that Jack brought up to me was
Mm.
that apparently
Yeah,
Mr. Djarin has a new
a
look.
slight costume look, and there was a photo of him in a ship, I think, or a building or something, and he had darker undergarments, and his Beskar looked less bulky and less of it in general. It looked very what's it called?
Sleek.
Stealthy. Yes,
Mm.
sleeker and stealthy. It looked very undercover. And the caption with that was also kind of supporting the idea that we're going to get a obviously Din Djarin in a world of the obviously them trying to take out the remnants of the Imperials and stuff. So if it's more of like him bounty hunting the Empire, he probably doesn't need to look all shiny and
No.
standing out in the middle of literally any environment.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a big deal, but I do think it is safe to assume we will get a different look. And my biggest idea of why, probably they're going to explain it in the story, but let's say it together now, Cooper. The reason why we're going to get a new Din Djarin look
Oh,
is because of 3, 2, 1, toys.
merchandising. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Merchandise. So they're going to obviously want to sell more figures, different figures. And what's the best way of doing it? Just slightly altering what he looks like originally. Because
Mhm.
we had already two versions of him. We had him literally in like one episode only of
Yep.
his like very beat up looking suit. And then straight after, shiny as. So
Hmm. Hmm.
realistically, we're going to probably get another variant because of
Probably.
money and
Probably.
purchases and all that kind of stuff. So I do
Yeah.
think it's a thing. I think they'll probably just end up literally saying he just needs to be less of standing out for his jobs and missions, and that will be their explanation for it. But yeah, it was just a nice little tidbit,
Yeah.
nice little mention.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, he
Yeah,
looked the same. So
yeah,
there you go.
yeah. Maybe it
Have
was
a
just a
look at it
lighting. Who
yourself
knows?
and see what you
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
exactly.
All right, that is Star Wars news for the last 2 weeks, I suppose.
Yep,
Now we're going to move into this little game, and this is a game that we're going to do now, and we're going to review at the very end of the year.
literally.
And it is inspired by the Escape Pod, who I love watching them. They're so
Yeah, they're
funny.
funny as
They're
yeah.
funny as. But this game in particular is like drafting the box office. So
Mm,
we're gonna draft 5 movies each. We're either gonna. Do you want to draft in snake order or just like you, me, you, me, you, me?
I think back and forth. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Um, we'll pick movies which we think are going to make a crap ton of money at the box
Mhm.
office, and then we'll like draft 5 films, and then at the end of the year we'll review and see who
Who made the most?
had the most, whose movies had the most total, and they'll be the winner, and we'll decide some sort of punishment, I'm sure,
Yeah, yeah.
like cosplay for an entire podcast episode.
Have
Oh
to wear the
my,
whole thing. Yeah, oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
God.
Um, okay, so we kind of spoke about it earlier. We would like to do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Can we
So
just say on three
no,
our
we got to get the hand actions in as well.
okay, so do we do it on our third one? So like rock, paper, scissors or rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Rock,
Rock, paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot.
Damn it, we both went scissors.
Oh
Okay. Rock,
rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot. No!
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, we all
Okay.
know what the first one's being taken.
Yep. Yep. Well, I'm penciling this in right now.
Pencil
Ladies and
in.
gentlemen, for my first pick in the draft,
Mhm.
I'm going to go Avengers Doomsday.
Valid. Very valid. And
I
made a
think
billion
that
and we're done.
is I think that alone might make more than any other movie ever.
I'm looking
I
at my
would
list and
not
yeah,
be surprised if this makes $3 billion.
I'm not surprised either. Honestly, even if it's bad, I think it will make a lot. So,
Yeah.
yep, that was
Yeah.
going to be my first one too. However, my second one, completely in the opposite direction.
Interesting.
Literally not even related to action at all. I'm going Michael.
Whoa. Whoa.
Michael
Interesting.
Jackson. So we all know that biopics are absolutely popular, and I'm hoping that the craze is still there for Michael Jackson, the king of pop, as he is known for. I think there's some hype behind it, and even if it's probably not my like, because it's box office, I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah,
off
yeah.
money. It must make some money, and I don't know how much that sum will be, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
throw that in there because it is a biopic. What's it called? Movie on a very popular
Yep.
legend. So yeah.
Nice. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't, that wasn't even on my radar, in all
I thought that
honesty.
was the one, by the way, that you
No,
had.
no, 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 no. I'll mention mine. I think I'm gonna pick a bit. My next one, I'm gonna go. What am I gonna go?
Don't say
Oh
it, don't
yeah,
say it.
Super Mario Galaxy movie.
That was my
Like
other one.
easily, that's gonna make $1 billion easy.
Yeah.
Because the
Okay.
Super Mario Bros. Movie did. This
hmm
one's even a better idea.
Yep. Yep. Valid. Yep.
Yep. So I think that's number 2 for me.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. I think my whole list here is easy, like is perfect. You know what I mean? Like, but then
Yeah.
if I take one now, you're gonna take it next. So I'm gonna have to do June Part 3.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I was probably thinking that. Actually, that's interesting because the first two Dunes combined, I don't even think cracked a billion.
That is true, but I think more because of what the story will be for Part 3. I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
it will gain enough traction for sure.
Yeah, that's true. And the cast is bigger and better, so
I've got an absolute rogue one for my next one, so you're gonna think it's hilarious.
Rogue. My third pick, I'm going to go with Toy Story 5.
Yep, no, that wasn't gonna be on mine. I think Toy Story hype has completely died. That's
Interesting.
my opinion.
Interesting.
But it is animated and it's Toy Story, so we all know animation and Toy Story alone has a big enough pull for it. Is this my third one, Cooper?
This is your third one.
Street Fighter.
No! No! Why'd you take my pick? That was my
That
next
was
one.
the other one. That was
I'm
the one I was going
so
to go before
disappointed.
June. But
I'm so disappointed in myself
we
for
all
not
know,
taking that.
and there's another fighting movie coming out, and I don't think Cooper will pick Mortal Kombat 2, but I'll not mentioning it. I'm just going to mention it. But I think Mortal Kombat 1 had made a lot of money. It wasn't even that good. My opinion, Street Fighter looks really accurate, and this is going to be the first proper Street Fighter movie, and it's a fighting movie of a very popular game. You cannot tell me this is not going to at least make 800
Billion.
million.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's my pick.
Yep, I agree. Oh, wow, that's really disappointed me. Um, okay, my next one is going to be, oh, we'll see.
Yeah, no, I've got
I
some
could
interest.
I could go really safe.
Yeah, you could. I'm looking at one that's pretty safe for some money at least.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to pick it because I want you in with a fighting chance because I feel like, you know.
No, you know what?
Anyway,
Don't do
anyway.
it. Just because you've already got Doomsday, you're probably
Yeah,
going to
okay.
win this already.
I'm not picking it then.
I'm not going to pick it
I'm going to
either.
do 28 years later,
The Bone Temple.
the Bone Temple.
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting.
I think there's enough of an audience for the 28 years later franchise.
Horrors, yeah, very scary kind of movies are very underrated for box office movies because they go short and people like to rewatch. So,
Yep.
What's my number now? What am I up to?
Four.
So I got two more. Am I going to save this one till last? I'm going to do it. Can you confirm? IMDb said it's coming out this year. The live
Yeah.
action Moana.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that down.
Okay.
I know The Rock's been not rocking as much as he has been back in the day, but you cannot tell me that is not one of the best animated movies of all time, and you can't really. I don't think you can go wrong with it. Seeing in live action, it's going to be a beautiful movie. I think so.
Yep, that's fair.
Yep.
That's fair. All right. My last pick is going to be a film that's coming out pretty soon. Wuthering Heights.
That
And
was
the
my
reason
last
I'm
one.
going this is because Emerald Fennell, who's
Yep.
directing the film, has got such a good track record, and I think people deliberately go to watch her films.
It's also based off a very popular book.
Yep.
So
And it's got
yeah.
Jacob Elordi's in it, I'm pretty sure.
and Margot Robbie.
And Margot Robbie, yeah.
And it's coming out on Valentine's Day. I'm already basically seated for it too. So
Yep.
yeah. So yeah, that was going to be my last one too, because
sorry,
I was going
man.
to throw that in because romance ones, and especially it's not fully romance. That's a little plot twist that it's actually kind of dark and obviously, she did Saltburn. You know what?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh man, you got an easy pick.
I'm not going to do the Nolan. I don't think I will.
Really? I'm giving you
Nolan-
this chance.
No, but look, yes, but Nolan's movies, right?
Here we go.
They don't always make a lot of money. So this is what I'm going to say. Nolan's biggest films in box office has been Oppenheimer, right? And like The Dark Knight, right? Think about it. No, but just think.
Okay.
Think of Tenet.
Yep.
Nobody really liked that movie. I did.
Came out during COVID.
But you cannot say that when they re-released it and everything. Nobody really liked it. I liked it. People thought it was too confusing, right?
Yep.
Oppenheimer literally is based off a real thing.
Yeah.
It was always going to have hype behind it, no matter even if it was garbage, right? Dark Knight, literally one of the most popular IPs in the world, right? The Odyssey. People are already hating on it because it's not is not historically accurate in terms of their looks and everything. So you're going to have people ragging on it. Probably you're going to have historians review bombing it, probably. That's what I'm going to say, right? You're going to have people not really vibing with it. Yes, it's Nolan. Yes, it's going to make money. But I think this movie here is literally going to make more than it.
That's crazy. I'm curious to hear what you say. Don't say Spider-Man because Spider-Man's not even cracking 500 million.
It was going to be that, but now because you've made me second guess that, I'm going to say
Spider-Man's not. There's no appeal to the Spider-Man IP anymore. Like with Brand New Day. Sorry,
But
with
this
Brand
one
New Day,
here-
not the IP.
I don't know, man. This movie here, I've never been more hyped for a Spider-Man movie. You know why? Because it's got the Punisher in it. It's going to have what's it called? An unknown character still as of yet of what's it called? Sadie Sink's character.
Rachel Summers, yeah.
Yep. And you're also going to have the Hulk in it. You've also going to have the potential of Scorpion and all them cool villains in it. And we saw set photos of literally him swinging in real like set effects.
In real New York City, aka Glasgow.
Yeah, no. But you know what I mean? I think the hype around Tom Holland's new look and everything too gives more mature and gives a more serious Spider-Man, which I think we are excited for. However, I'm gonna do a rogue one here, even more rogue.
Yep.
Not Nolan, not Spider-Man. Minions 3.
Okay. I respect it. Yeah, that'll
It's
do
kids
well.
movie. Kids movies gotta always have something. And I'm gonna after you say your last one, I've got an honorable mention.
I've done my
Nolan.
5.
Oh, I knew that. Lol. All right. So honorable mentions. We've obviously mentioned The Odyssey.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I think this one's gonna make a lot because it's not just the first one made a lot of money, but not really from English-speaking audiences. And it was one of my favorite movies of the year of that year too. Can't remember what year. It was a couple of years ago now. I get confused. It was 24, I think. Godzilla Minus Zero.
Oh, is that coming out?
Yeah, so the sequel to Minus One.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll be excited for
And
that.
people love Godzilla, and I'm not talking just American audience. And that movie, the first one, had like no hype to it. It had no advertising to it really, and it still made a lot of money. And then people watched it and were like, "Holy, this is actually the best Godzilla, like legit, since the old like movies." So that was another one I had on my list. And Mortal Kombat 2 was potentially going to be on my list too because apparently it's going to be more true to the games, like compared to the first one. And also, who love like it's Mortal Kombat. It's like Street Fighter. Like,
Yeah.
it's a fun time. It'll probably make a lot of money. So, have you got any other potential ones that might?
The only one that kind of crossed my radar was just because I feel like the sports movie genre isn't particularly very saturated, but it's also not very popular.
Popular.
Like you look at Jordan Peele, I know it was more of a horror film, but his football
Him.
movie that came out didn't do very well.
He produced it. He didn't direct it though. Too.
Okay, all right. I did have Madden, which is starring Nicolas Cage, and I don't know what it's about. I assume it's about him, who's kind of like the founder or the father of football.
Like the Air movie.
Like
With
Air,
Nike.
yeah. So I don't think it would do. I think maybe it'll do like 200 million. But I'm excited for it. I'll go watch it.
I'll watch it too. But look, if I was doing my legit one without you stealing, it would literally be Doomsday,
Mhm.
Super Mario Galaxy,
Mhm.
Michael,
Mhm.
June Part 3,
Mhm.
and Moana.
Okay.
So
That sounds like
back-
$10 billion to me.
that sounds like I feel like that is the lineup. I feel like that is the A-team lineup.
That's
Because
the A-team.
you've got a nice mixture of animation, you've got a nice mixture of a live action movie that was beloved and that I don't think you can go wrong with it. And also, it's not like real live actioning, what's it called? Like the what's it called? The Lion King, whereas like no one literally asked for it. Moana is I think a movie that is I think would be better in live action than it would be animation. When I think The Lion King is better animated than
Okay.
this. But this is hype to see what's going to happen here.
The anticipation starts now and it builds throughout the rest of the year. Because
It
some of these
does.
aren't releasing till the end of the year. So
Oh yeah, like what's it called? Doomsday, literally.
yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
Imagine, oh my gosh, imagine if I'm smashing you and then you need to make literally $1 billion to
Just in
beat me
the opening weekend.
the GG. Let's call it now.
There you go. All right.
But
Well,
that
that
was
was
good.
fun.
was good.
I think we should just finish up touching on Doomsday because
Touching
there's
on
another bit of information I
That you
forgot to
remembered.
bring up to you.
Mhm.
Actually, I want to start with that because
Go
I'm
for it.
curious to see what you think.
hmm
The runtime was leaked.
Yes. Oh, I did see that too. Yes.
3 hours, 45 minutes, the
Minutes
longest Marvel
with
movie
credits. Yeah.
ever.
Yep.
That sounds perfect.
I think I agree. I look, I'm a person that usually disagrees that you need a long runtime for a movie to be good,
Hmm.
and I think Endgame didn't need to be that long.
Hmm.
I think that suffered from being 3 hours,
Hmm.
but I feel like with a movie with barely any setup and a lot of characters, and I don't mean just characters, I mean like people that we haven't seen in literally forever.
Yeah.
I think this is an appropriate runtime. I also think that it gives enough to be some character depth and not too rushy, which I
Hmm.
think they would get with a shorter one. What
I
about
feel
you?
like I feel like we need to see so much of if Doom is not going past these two movies, we need to see enough of him in this two movie stretch to justify not seeing him prior. And that means longer runtime. Secret War, if this is 3 hours 45, Secret War is going to
Secret
be a
Wars
minimum
4.
4 hours.
Yeah, 4.
Just
But
unheard of.
this is my issue with Doomsday, literally, is Doctor Doom as a whole.
Who would have thought?
But it's the reason being is because I love Doctor Doom and I think he's a character that is better as a reoccurring villain. But once you've now jumped into his almighty story, which, like has him being probably God Emperor Doom and everything, like, how do you go back to just having Doctor Doom be just a regular villain for a regular Fantastic Four? You know what I mean? Like with Kang, this is why I like Kang. Let's just pretend this is the Kang Dynasty movie. You can have a version of Kang be the version, like, and I guess we could say the same about Doom. I guess you could say we could see the original version of Doctor, like this might be the Tony Stark variant of Doctor. You know what I mean? Like we don't know yet. Um, and then apparently, oh, speaking of, just before I forget, apparently I don't know if it's John Campy or not, but he said apparently we're never gonna get a mention at all during the film of why Doctor Doom looks like Tony Stark.
I'm
They're just
okay
gonna
with
like
that.
not mention it,
I'm
or you're not
okay with
gonna
that.
even see his face, which I'm fine with too. If they keep, I don't care that Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom. I just want a proper Doctor Doom. I don't want evil Iron Man. You know what I mean? Like no, like I think he can pull off a good baddie, and I will differ at the two if he just acts like he would for Doctor Doom. You know what I mean? I don't want an evil Tony Stark. You know what I mean? I don't even want the characters to be like. I don't want Iron Man to be like, Tony Stark. Is that you?
Mm,
Like, just no, I just pretend like it's because he's gonna be shaved headed probably. I'm reckon he's gonna be like what he looked like in Oppenheimer with like I don't think he's gonna be like a good looking, like charismatic kind of with the goatee and everything like
yeah.
he did for Iron Man. But anyway, um, yeah, with Kang you can have a baddie Kang and then just have other Kangs for future things because
Mhm.
Kang was a recurring in the animated series which I loved watching. What was it called? Earth's
Avengers.
Mightiest Heroes.
Yeah, that's my, yeah, yeah,
So good where he just used to come up in his chair, cause some havoc, and then dip out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it was great. Like I liked him being the time traveling evil villain of the Avengers, right? But like with Doctor Doom, you've now jumped to his greatest strength. You know what I mean? Like his ultimate version of himself. Now, if you see Doom afterwards, it's going to be like, but it's not as good as that Doom. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree. And I think if you think about this, you'll probably recognize that we're not going to get Doom after this,
Hmm.
after these two movies.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is a very, very expensive actor.
Oh yeah.
I think this is a event casting. This is not a we're keeping
Long
you on for
term.
this role long term. You
Mm-hmm.
are what, 60 years old now?
Mm.
Move on to get your $70 million or whatever they're paying you for this movie
And run. Yeah.
and get out of here. Yeah, it's fun,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but you've done your service, you've got your
Mm.
money.
Now
Leave
go.
us, thank you.
Yep. But at the same time, if there's just a variant of Doctor Doom again, you can have an original Doctor Doom with a different
You
actor.
can, you can.
Like that's the
But
thing.
then
We don't know. Like
again, with your issue, then it's like, well, how do you go to that low
from
level Doom after having God Emperor Doom? So yeah, I don't know.
yeah, oh, don't know, man. This is what's freaking me out. Like there's so much good to this. Like I think that the movie's going to do, but there's also going to be a lot of unless they literally just say everything is rebooted. Literally, no one is going to be the same. No, not one character. Even Spider-Man's going to be rebooted again. And then you just
Oh,
start literally all from scratch and you do the Doctor Doom original story and it's not going to be even related. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is the only logical explanation to do these characters in the future again. And we already know they're going to reboot the X-Men, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
only the X-Men. Like, I'm talking everyone, like
yeah. I
Hulk
know,
and
I
all,
know.
like everybody.
The more I talk about this movie, the more I just do not
Nervous.
get it.
Yep.
I don't. I've never felt this way for a movie before.
Same. This is a
Never.
very new experience. Like even the teasers, I'm like, what? Why is
Yeah,
Ben
doesn't
Grimm
make
shaking? Nah.
sense. No, on the
But
topic of, let's just
yeah,
quickly talk about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um,
Go for it.
the the fine the final Doomsday teaser trailer that was releasing in cinemas alongside Avatar was of Wakanda and Fantastic Four, but really
Mm,
it was M'Baku and the Thing
nothing. Having a chat.
in what looked like the Void, but also I wonder if that is a world post incursion.
I think is someone mentioned that's what an incursion looks like, or like what happens after it.
Because
Yeah.
it kind of looks
Desity?
like it looks desi. I wonder if like all the ocean water had been evaporated in whatever, because it still looks like Talakan a little
Yeah,
bit.
so maybe it's just where it was initially, and now it's just gone, literally gone. But
Then how does Doom play it?
I don't know, man. Unless they all got like because he created his what's it called, Battle World, and that's just
could
what
be Battle
Talokan
World.
is now being the effects of after the incursion happened, and now it's a land city instead of an ocean thing,
Yeah,
and that's now changed, and that's why Namor and Shuri have to team up with the Wakandans and Khans
Talakan. Yeah.
again.
Just quickly, I'm gonna
Mm.
see. Do we know who's scoring Avengers Doomsday?
It's got to be Alan Silvestri, right?
You reckon?
It's
You
got to
reckon
be.
it's Alan Silvestri?
It's got to be. It has to be.
Um, Music by Alan Silvestri. Yeah, you're right.
It
Interesting.
has to be. He's literally the Avengers man. I think it's like as much as I don't like all his music, he needs to be like he's like the John Williams of like, what's it called? Like, Avengers films. So realistically,
Yeah,
you can't really get rid of him.
yeah, that's fair.
Um, but at the same time, he has the samples from like every Marvel movie beforehand, like the old X-Men's and everything. So he can tweak them a little bit, revamp them, even the Black Panther like
Yeah,
so he has access. He's got two Infinity Gauntlets of all the movies, musics, and scores.
that's
He
crazy.
can he can literally fiddle with them all he
He can
wants.
snap his fingers and make a tune.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited for it still. However, I think there's going to be no matter what, it's going to have debate. Like people are going to love it, and people are going to absolutely hate it. There is not going
Yeah,
to be like one or the other. I think it's going to be just one of yeah,
I just wonder when we inevitably get our first teaser, like
proper.
official trailer, like
Yeah.
a 2-3 minute long one.
Mhm.
Is that gonna be like, oh, okay, that makes a little more sense, or is it gonna
Or
be
is it
a
going to be still like what?
what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so exciting.
It's This
Oh,
is a different level of excitement than the and like of Infinity
Endgame and
War.
Infinity War.
This makes
Yeah.
me more nervous than excited, though, to be honest. Just because of like Wonder Man could have an impact on
Yeah.
this movie for all we know. Like he literally can
Why
in the
not?
like from the comics, and then Spider Man like also
Mhm.
before.
I don't
But
think Spider-Man is gonna be in Doomsday. I'm just
that's what I'm saying. Like,
saying that Tom Holland was filming his own movie, plus he was filming Odyssey. I don't
yeah,
think he
true.
had room. I know, no, Dune. He's not doesn't have time to
But what I'm
direct
trying
it.
to say is like you can't exclude some characters without a reason. Like I guess Spider Man because you'd be like literally no one remembers him, so they're not going to hire him.
Doctor Strange is a huge exception though. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Or even like was Captain Marvel even announced?
no.
Like, not that I like it that much, but like, damn, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, you can't avoid like one of the greatest superheroes of like the
Most
battles that you
powerful,
can,
yeah.
yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, there's so many that is missing that I don't know how they're going to reasonably explain for them to be out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Unless they just make a cameo. Maybe Spider-Man, maybe when he was shooting Brand New Day, he literally just made a cameo
Maybe
from
just
his set.
jumped across to the other lot and just went,
Literally.
yeah.
Like,
Same suit
hey
and everything.
guys, and then you're just gonna assume he's in the battle. Like you
Yeah.
see him before the battle, and then you just assume he's fighting in the battle, and then it's just everyone else is on the screen.
Or they just CGI the whole thing and get him to do ADR. They might do that.
They might do, yeah. Who knows? Like I don't know how it's gonna happen, literally at all. But
I'm
it's
scared.
strange. You can say he's in a different time,
True.
different world entirely. And Captain Marvel again, she's in space helping other galaxies and worlds that needs help.
Excuses.
Just like the Infinity War and Endgame excuses again. Oh,
Yep.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
But
All right.
yeah, that's all the the recent-ish news, I guess.
Yeah.
You could say.
I love that. That was a good, fun podcast.
That was good.
You guys enjoyed listening to. I guess we'll be back in a couple of weeks, and hopefully we've got some more concrete information about some of this stuff. Because again, it's pretty much rumors and speculation. But you know,
we'll have Wonder Man by then too.
We'll have Wonder Man. We'll be able to binge Wonder Man and let you know. But that'll do us for this week. Thanks for checking out the podcast. Thank you for your support.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. See ya.